What's going on, everybody? It's the Jack here once again with another Wavature 101 video. Yeah, that's right. Professor Wavature is back at it again with another Wavature 101 video for you guys on this wonderful Wavy Wednesday. This video right here is very, very important for those of you, you guys who are really in a toss-up for what products to use, or what products that you guys try out, or anything product related. Products don't get you waves, but they do help make your waves look a lot better. So we're gonna talk about the different products that you could get, and different products that you could use for your hair. And we're not gonna talk about like the specific product in a case of, oh, you should go get this brand of product or that brand of product. We're going to talk about the general idea of products and product choice. It gets pretty deep, and I really wanted to address this. This is something that I've actually talked about with people fairly routinely, in terms of how to just choose what product would be good for you and things of that nature. All right, so stay tuned, keep it locked, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, make sure that you're hitting the notifications bell as well, so you get pushed on my videos, and all my videos will just come knocking on your door every Wednesday or whenever I do decide to drop, and you don't gotta search for them. You feel me? So with that out the way, let's dive in right into the video. When it comes to choosing your products or what products you're gonna use in your hair, first thing you want to do is learn your hair, learn how different products, how your hair reacts to different products. One thing in my wave journey, in my hair journey, I realized, specifically with waves, my hair doesn't really react well with products that are more so water-based. Like a lot of water-based products, granted, I'm not taking anything away from water-based products, but my hair tends to over curl a little bit and it gets like frizzy. So I don't really use a lot of water-based products. My hair, you have to learn what your hair responds well to, and my hair responds a lot better to things that are, more oil-based or like butter-based, that doesn't have, water as one of its primary ingredients. That's why I use like a lot of oils, a lot of butters, a lot of things that's for example, the Go Drip there's no water in it. It's strictly butters and oils, and that's the reason why my hair gravitates towards it. Or I'll just use natural oils that's combined with multiple oils, or just like the raw sense of the oil, in terms of like raw coconut oil and things like that. That's one thing that my hair takes well to. So in a sense, that's what you guys have to do. You guys have to learn your hair and learn different products. And the best way to learn different products is actually just to try it. Trial and error is one of the best means of education, in terms of just like, you try something. If it doesn't work, you know that product that you just tried, you're never going to use again. You're just going to throw it in the ocean. Then if you try a product and it works pretty well for you, you might, be more apt to use that product again. You feel me? It just really comes down to just, that trial and error situation, in terms of, trying this product, realizing if it works, and trying a product similar to that. And if it works better, then you're gonna use that product even more. It also depends on like your hair texture too. I have a, medium to coarse like hair texture. So my hair, it's already, already has coils and curls that it already generates on its own. So I don't need any products that's gonna help generate curls, because of the fact that my hair is already, has those curls within it to take those curls and lay them down and create waves out of them. And whereas somebody with more of a looser curl pattern might need a curl enhancing style of product to help their hair curl up, to then turn those curls into waves. You feel me? So just really get in tune with your hair, and get in tune with like the way like your hair doesn't just like, how can I word it? If you notice that your hair is very like thick and very, coarse, you're gonna want products that's going to help soften your hair and make it easier to move. Because when your hair is really thick and very coarse, it's kind of hard to get your hair to really lay down properly. So you're gonna want to use products to help you with softness, and look up like some natural ingredients to help with that. I know coconut oil is great for softness. You feel me? So you guys, if you guys are struggling with, developing, making your hair more manageable and more able to be, manipulated, if you will, in terms of getting it to train to stay laid down, or to get those coils to stretch into ways and things like that. You're going to want to invest in products that help with hair softness. Now, if you're, more so like a medium hair waver, or just a waver period, and you're realizing that you're having trouble with just keeping your hair laid down as a whole, like, yeah, your waves is there, they look good, but your hair has always had some sort of frizz. You're gonna want to use some products that are more anti-frizz, that help help control frizz, and maybe like a thicker product that you will use, such as like a heavier butter or a pomade of some sort, to help keep your hair laid down and to keep those scraggly hairs, laid down, and keep them within like the grain and the flow of your hair. You feel me? Like, when it comes to just choosing your products, your product choice depicts on how your hair is, your hair type, your hair texture, how trained your hair is as well. When you're first start waving, your hair isn't trained, so you're gonna want to use more products that are going to help you with keeping your hair laid down, more products for hold, more products that that could help you with the training process to keep your hair laid down as it grows. But once your hair is already trained and things like that, you don't really need that super heavy product, because of the fact that your hair is already trained naturally, because from all the brushing that you've been doing. You're a low porosity waver, and you know that your hair does not keep its moisture at all. That as soon as you put it in, as soon as you put that product in, the next day your hair is going to be dry. You're going to want to use products that are high in moisture and moisturizing, oils or butters that, could really help with maximizing the moisture of your hair. You feel me? You guys are going to really want to dive in and just, once again, as I said, learn your hair. If you're a person who has high porosity hair, which means your hair holds on to the moisture, you can use like lighter products, and you might not have to use these utmost of moisturizing natures, because of the fact that your hair is going to keep it. And this kind of also goes into how often to moisturize your hair as well, or how often to use products. It all depends on the type of hair you have. My hair holds on to its moisture pretty well, for the most part. I'll say I'm more moderate as far as my porosity. They're also depending on like the weather and stuff like that. It does take I have to take that in consideration. If it's really, really cold outside, I'm gonna moisturize a little bit more, because the cold tends to dry out your skin and dry out your hair and things like that. But yeah, so it's just really getting in tune with your hair. When you're like me, if you're more like mid porosity, you don't have to moisturize like every single day. You can, and that's not gonna really hurt, as long as you're properly washing your hair, to get the product out. But for those low porosity wavers, matter of fact, this is strictly for you guys right here, this point I'm about to make. If you're low porosity, what you're gonna want to do is use a moisturizing oil, then use a sealing oil on top of that, because of the fact that the moisturizing oil is going to help keep your hair nice and rich and soft and shiny and things like that. But that sealing oil that you put on top is going to enhance the shine even more, but also is going to hold all of that moisture within your hair. Basically, like, this is how it works. It's like if my finger is a hair strand and you put the product into your hair. When you was to say, if you're low porosity, right? If you're throughout the day, the product will basically like kind of dissipate in a sense, and kind of just like fade away, almost like condensation. So when you add that sealing oil on top of that, now that sealing oil is going to be like almost like it almost locks it in. You feel me? That sealing oil is going to lock in that moisture. It's almost going to be like a straitjacket to that moisture. For those of you guys who don't know what a straitjacket is, that's practically something that they use in like psych wards when people are off the spectrum and kind of need they could damage themselves. They put them in a straitjacket. But yeah, that. So all in all, what I'm trying to tell you guys is to just first, when it comes to learning, you know, what products to use, it stems from the style of hair that you have. That's why you can't just, you know, go off of what people say and what other people use for their hair, because everybody's hair is different. Your hair is very unique. Your hair is almost like your fingerprint. You feel me? Like everybody's hair is different. It might look the same, it might feel the same, but there's some difference within it, you know. So with that being said, you know, when it comes to picking your products, you have to go based on the hair type that you have and also just experiment. You feel me? I experimented with a lot of products throughout my way, you know, just in my hair period. But since I've been waving, if you guys go down to my first product video that I was showing you guys the products that I was using to basically now, you will realize that there was a lot of different products that I was circulating and using and experimenting because I wanted to learn what products work best for me. And you know, I'm over 3.5 years in, and now I know what products work best for me, and now I could just take that and roll with that and continue keeping that going. Very important to just experiment, you know, experiment with everything. You know, it's almost like you would in life. You know, you want to do in life, you don't want to confine yourself to this one box. You know, you kind of want to go to think out, you know, go do things that's outside the box, or go hop in another box, or do this or do that, and do this and do that. You know, and to be versatile and things like that. You know, you experiment. You want to do the same thing when it comes to like the products in your hair. And don't worry, if you use a product that kind of over curls your hair, you know, if your waves are trained well enough, you're gonna be able to get your hair to bounce back and look even better than when it did when you know, before you put that product in. Then if push comes to shove, you can always bounce back with a wash and style or a wash and lay or some sort of wash and shampoo brush session method, whatever method you use. You feel me? That's literally the any waver's like secret weapon when it comes to bouncing their hair back. But yeah, so that's like all the tips that I have for you. In terms of picking your products, it all stems from just learning your hair. I know I kind of repeated myself a lot throughout this video, but I just really wanted to, you know, make sure that you guys understood that when it comes to product choice, it all depicts on the style of hair that you have. You feel me? And to make sure that you know all those products, I really wanted to push it, you know, into you guys' heads that to figure out what products work best for you, you're gonna have to use multiple products. You feel me? Think about it in terms of like basketball sneakers. You know, you're not just gonna if you get a pair of basketball sneakers and you realize they're not comfortable, you're gonna go get a different pair. Or if you was to get like a shirt and you don't really like that shirt, you're gonna put on a different shirt. Or you feel me? That's literally how it is. You know, it's just seeing if you like something. If it doesn't respond to you well, you go to the next, and you're just gonna keep that cycling until you figure out something that works best for you. Okay? Yeah. So hopefully that this video kind of helped you guys in terms of, you know, how to you know, figure out which products that you guys could or should use. You know, hopefully this video kind of cleared it up in terms of, you know, what styles of product you should use if you have certain styles of hair, or, you know, regardless of what this video could help you with, I just hope that it helped you. So make sure you guys, if it did help you, like the video. Also, I want you guys to comment the products that you currently use, you know, and kind of let me know, and we can, you know, chop it up and see, you know, compare products and things like that. And you know, you guys can put me on to some new products and stuff like that, and I could put you guys on the products, and you know, anything product related we could chop it up with underneath this video. So make sure you guys comment that as well. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much set. I'm gonna, you know, go on about my day. You guys hopefully go upon yours. Keep that way with your growing. Keep that keep that brush in motion. If you want the ocean, pick a goal and go get it. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace out. Peace to the Middle East, and blessed to the Midwest. All right.